Welcome back to Behind the Veil, where we dive deep into the minds behind the world's most influential figures. Today, we're exploring the complex psychological portrait of Vladimir Putin, Russia's long-serving leader. Vladimir Putin's rise to power is as much a story of strategic calculation as it is of personality. To understand him, we need to look beyond politics and delve into the psychological traits that drive his decisions. Born in 1952 in what was then Leningrad, Putin experienced a childhood marked by hardship and post-war trauma, including the brutal siege of Leningrad. His early years cultivated resilience, suspicion, and a survivalist mindset. His 15-year career as a KGB officer further honed his skills in secrecy, manipulation, and control. The collapse of the Soviet Union deeply shaped his worldview. He famously called it the greatest geopolitical catastrophe of the 20th century, fueling his desire to restore Russia's stature. Putin's personality can be described through several key traits. He demonstrates a need for authority, centralizing power, suppressing dissent, and controlling media, typical of an authoritarian mindset. Public images of strength, like his shirtless horseback riding, highlight a grandiose self-image. He sees himself as a historical figure aiming to reshape Russia's destiny. Despite his public bravado, Putin remains aloof and emotionally distant. Trust is scarce. He keeps a small inner circle and maintains a guarded demeanor. He views himself as a servant to Russia's legacy, often prioritizing state interests above all else, sometimes at the expense of flexibility. Some analyses suggest he exhibits traits from the dark triad: narcissism, Machiavellianism, and a lack of empathy, seen in his ruthless political maneuvers and disregard for civilian suffering. What drives Putin? Several core motivations emerge. His actions seem fueled by a desire to leave a lasting mark, to restore Russia's greatness, positioning himself as a historical figure like Peter the Great. He perceives the West as a threat, fostering paranoia that leads to distrust and aggressive policies, including military invasions. He shows a reluctance to adapt, relying on historical analogies over pragmatic options, which has led to miscalculations, especially in Ukraine. Putin's leadership is highly centralized and authoritarian, built on strength and discipline. His KGB training influences a manipulative, information-oriented approach. This style ensures stability, but at the cost of political freedom, fostering internal tensions and risking overreach. His strengths include strategic messaging, discipline, and a commanding presence that resonates with many Russians, giving him high approval ratings. But his weaknesses, emotional detachment, rigidity, and paranoia, limit his adaptability and can pose risks to stability, especially if his worldview becomes increasingly insular. Understanding Putin's psychological makeup is crucial to anticipating his next moves on the global stage. His traits of dominance, narcissism, and paranoia shape policies that can be unpredictable and risky, not just for Russia, but for the world. Recognizing these patterns helps us grasp the possible consequences of his decisions, whether it's military actions, diplomatic strategies, or internal governance. If you found this deep dive insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more behind-the-scenes analysis. Drop your thoughts or questions in the comments below. What do you think drives Putin's decisions? Thanks for watching Behind the Veil and liked and subscribe. As we conclude today's exploration, the complexities of Vladimir Putin's psyche remind us that leadership is more than policy. It's the intricate web of human motivations and fears that drives our world. In a landscape where decisions resonate across borders, understanding the minds of our leaders is essential for navigating the future. As we continue to analyze and discuss these insights, we must remember that the implications of leadership extend beyond national borders into our shared human experience. The next generation is watching, ready to hold leaders accountable while striving for a world where decisions are made with empathy and foresight. In our interconnected world, the need for dialogue and understanding is more crucial than ever, reminding us that the future is shaped by collective effort. As we reflect on the powerful narratives of leaders like Vladimir Putin, let us remain engaged and proactive in our pursuit of a just and compassionate world. Every voice matters in this dialogue. Together we can challenge narratives and foster understanding that transcends borders.